Hey everyone, today I wanted to talk about one thing, which is probably one of the most important things that we're doing, right? We're spending all of this money on inbound leads to come in, right? So whether it's content marketing, webinars, whatever the case may be, we're spending all this money on getting leads in. How do we effectively convert them? So let me lay this little outline for you. The steps are really this. One, we want to build trust. And we're going to do that by giving context and using some humility statements. We'll go through that in a second. Two, we want to then engage them in conversation. That's all we're doing here, right? Is having a conversation. And then based upon that conversation, we're going to do some type of call to action for some next steps and then put those next steps down for all of us to follow. So let's take a look at it. What does this really look like? All right, so build trust. So my encouragement is a real quick tactic here is whenever you call them up, say, hey, it's Brian Whittington, and then be quiet. The way they respond back to you is going to give you a really good indication of where are they in their disc profile. If they're, yeah, what's up? That's a high D. If they're going, hey, what's going on, Brian? That's a high I. If they're, can I help you? That's an S. If they go, and there's that silence, they're a C, right? So we can work the rest of the conversation based on that disc profile. Then we want to bring relevance to why they reached out. So, hey, I'm reaching out to you because you downloaded this white paper, you attended this webinar, you asked for a demo, you blah, right? Whatever that relevant statement is. And then we want to use some type of humility statement. My guess is, you didn't have a chance to look at. My guess is you signed up for the webinar, but weren't able to really pay full attention to it. So you had so much because you had so much on your plate. Whatever it is, some type of humility statement, and that gets them to talk, right? And they'll say something like, yeah, I've been busy, or yeah, I was just doing some research, whatever they're going to say. And then we just have a conversation. Well, I'm curious, what had you looking to begin with, or why did you sign up for the webinar? What had you download the white paper? What were you really looking for in that white paper? And then based upon that conversation, then we go to a call to action. Now that call to action might be, yay, we set a meeting for some additional dialogue. Or maybe we find timing is wrong. They're really early in the stage. And so we want to set a next conversation date, whether that's with them or we put that in our CRM. And then I would really encourage you to send some additional valuable information, whether it's a curated piece of content or whatever the case may be. Send them some type of value added content, and that's going to again build trust, show that you're not just pushing a sales idea down, but really building that trust in that peer-to-peer accountability or peer-to-peer relationship there. So that's set the next steps for the conversation date and sending value if we can't get a meeting. Then lastly, set the next steps. If I'm booking a meeting, if I'm setting that meeting, then I want to lay out a bit of an agenda, confirm time, confirm date, post sell that. So we're going to really use that 9-block idea that we talk about, hashtag next steps, or make sure that we're putting those next steps with what we're going to say the next time in the CRM, and that would be our hashtag next step. So hopefully this is helpful. Get after it, convert those leads, make a lot of money, do well. Thanks, everyone.